Welcome back, fam. This is Chris with Food for Your Thoughts. I hope you're having a wonderful day and really enjoying yourself, growing through this process of self-discovery, knowledge of self, really investigating all these numbers and synchronicities that pop up in our life, because everything has a meaning now, right? There are no accidents or coincidences, right? Even you viewing this presentation right now, your spirit guide led you to this presentation, so you can be in alignment with yourself. So you are doing better than you think right now. You're on the right path, so don't stop, keep going. So be sure to click that like and subscribe button down below. I greatly appreciate each and every one of you. And today, guys, we are continuing our series with these nature guides, and today is all about the crow common nature guide symbolism. And as always, Earth is a school, and our overall purpose and mission require learning life lessons and to gain a lot of experience and knowledge for our soul's growth. So if you've been doing the same thing over and over again, things haven't been working in your life, or things haven't really been consistent, in your life, the main thing is, is your thoughts, words, and belief, emotions, and actions are not in greater congruency, or they're not, working harmoniously together, right? Or in harmony together. But now that you know better, you're going to do better. Your words and your thoughts, your beliefs are powerful, okay? So now it's all about finding those higher vibrational thoughts and treating those like a seed and a plant, coming back and nourishing those things each and every day, being intentional, right? You're right. It's all about intent, and the universe is going to mirror your intent, okay? But many of you guys, you've been activated. You reached a point in your spiritual awakening. Like, hey, I'm a spiritual being having this human experience, and basically God, or the universal creator, lives through each and every one of us, and it just wanted to express itself in different characteristics and attributes, right? So basically, we just having a pajama jammy jam with each other, and we just forgot all about it, right? So all jokes aside, man, we are reflections of each other in different times and space. I'm just here to remind you of your greatness on your hero's journey, and you got this, okay? So far, so good. You've been, really respecting the messages that you've been receiving from your ancestors, because, again, there are no accidents, and they constantly send you messages each and every day. You got a guardian angel, spiritual team. They want to see you level up on your hero's journey, and really so you can fulfill your life path, okay? And that natal chart that's printed within you, okay, from the stars and the cosmos. But so far, so good. And you've been, really, receiving that help, and there's more to life than what you've been told, right? And there, to really level up in life, you need a mentor, somebody that really know what the hell they're doing. They got the results. They're not just talking and reading from a book, because anybody can read from a book, but do they really have the results in their life? So far, a lot of people been taking bad advice from people that really not playing the part and don't have the results. And it's sad to see that, So if you really want to learn science, would you want to learn science from a scientist, or from somebody that, went to school for 4 years and that can repeat information from a textbook? So at some point, you got to break out of that old paradigm and really see the world for what it is. You can do anything you want to. You just need the proper information and the right mentor that has some results, and that doesn't mind showing you the way, even their ups and downs, their mistakes, and their flaws. And that's what I'm doing, because I'm not perfect. I'm I love my perfect imperfections, and I don't mind sharing my ups and downs with you, because I love myself and I love you that much, so you don't make the same mistakes too. Especially when you use these 7 Hermetic principles daily in your life, you will greatly thank me, okay? So, but throughout this process, when you learn these 7 Hermetic principles, I promise you, you're going to skip some levels. You're going to know a little bit more about yourself, a bit more about yourself. And it's all about, you're going to skip some levels, but you're going to still get that experience that you need for your own soul's transformation, atonement, and you're going to return each and every day. That's what it's all about. So as soon as you open your eyes each and every day, you can give thanks to the universe for another opportunity to become the greatest version of yourself. And there's more to life, right? And you really want to do the great work here. Because you know, people out here that really need you, they don't know what you know. And so, you know, you need to be kind of like Christ, right? Or all these different ancient beings that been the same story over and over again. You know, it's all about elevation, okay? So, but at the end of the day, let's talk about this crow. You know, but be the cause in your life instead of waiting for the effects to happen. And remember, the people that wait for effects to happen, these people really believe in luck. They think it really exists. But the people that, you know, that always very intentional with their causes, they know they create their own luck. Okay, they don't believe in luck. They create their own luck through their, you know, actions and proper intent. And they have some goals handy too, because they know where they're going. Right? So stop waiting for luck to happen. Start planting those seeds, but be intentional with your life. Okay? And I'm living proof, and I'm letting you know you can do it. You can start small. Invest in yourself. Your mental health is very valuable right now. Okay? But learn those 7 Hermetic principles and use them daily. Learn more about your life path number. All these numbers that pop up in your life, research them. Okay? Don't believe, you know, everything Chris saying, but research stuff. Okay? Trust your own inner voice. And also research your natal chart. So let's talk about the crow. Then I'm going to get you guys out of here, okay? But in my experience, you know, when the crows really pop up in your life, and it's a inner outer experience. So you're expressing these things from your thoughts that you feel within. And so your ancestors, you know, your spiritual team, they send you, you know, these different symbolic messages through animals, through noises, through clocks, and I'll talk more about that in another presentation. You know, the different ways your spiritual team try to get your attention. That way you can be more aware of these different events. That way it's not freaking you out, or you just think it's just random, right? Okay, so but anywho, when it comes to the crow, it's just an early sign letting you know, like, hey, you need help seeing danger when it approaches. Cause it's a lot of Decepticons out there, you know, like Trend Genius say. You know, it's a lot of imposters out there. It's a lot of people that, you know, that really pretending they wearing a mask and they not really being them true selves. So they basically hiding behind different personas, you know, Christian, Democrat, Republican, you know, Islamic, all these different names. These are man-made names, okay? But instead of being that true essence, like, are you making me feel good or are you making me feel bad? Are you putting me in fear? Right? Or you making me feel joyful about life, grateful about life. And that way you can see through the BS. So, and then the crow is also saying, like, it's valuable time in your life, you know, slipping by, but you're not really living. Okay? Same thing. Are you really, you know, are you really living your life to the fullest potential? Okay? Or are you just going through, you know, the ropes, or just checking the block and just hoping that you're doing the right thing, you know, to get through life? That's all it's saying. But when we wrap things up when it comes to crow symbolism, it's letting you know, like, hey, it's letting you, like, life is very magical. It's all about the mystery of creation. Like, how did all of this happen? You know, did we really, all of us, come from Adam and Eve? Like, you got to ask all these questions, like, how's that possible? So, you know, where did everybody come from? And it's gonna, you know, you at that point in your life, you really want to know these deeper mysteries of creation. But it's all about your destiny, personal transformation again, right? And it's all about alchemy. When it comes to alchemy, and, you know, and I mentioned this in numerous presentations, like, it's just making the best out of the worst. You know, use those difficult times, those downs, those failures as tools and as fuel and you can share those experiences with people to show people that, hey, I was able to overcome this. Or you can use those experiences, you know, as a way to help people, to empower people so that they don't make the same mistakes. That's what I'm doing. So I'm using all of my, you know, painful moments and my ups too, but I'm using it as a powerful tool to help transform my life on an energetic level, and also many lives of you guys that listen to this presentation right now. But when it comes to the crow also, it's all about that higher intellect, higher perspective, really seeing the grander scheme of things. Because sometimes, you know, a lot of times when we're in our emotions, it can put us on a lower plane, and we can't really see the bigger thing, because we're in that moment where we can only see what's in front of us versus seeing, you know, the grand lesson out of everything. Because you remember, there's a lesson in every situation in your life. But are you open? Are you in the present moment? And remember, your spiritual team, they speak through strangers, Okay, so people that don't look like you, be open. You know, if you really need some good advice, I seen it happen so many times, and that what led me to this point where I'm at right now in life. But the crow is also reminding you, hey, you need to be fearless, audacious, right? Flexible, adaptable. And also the crow represent, let you know, hey, it may be some tricksters that may pop up in your life that try to manipulate you, and they are very mischievous. Okay, but as we sum things up and we close, guys, when it comes to this crow symbolism, you know, in my experiences, and that's why I'm presenting it here, the crow is associated with life mysteries and magic again. You tapping into mama magic, right? Because you really want, you know, you trust the universe, and you know that you're not here on earth plane by accident, right? Or a coincidence. So you have a hero's journey to fulfill. And Chris at Food for Your Thoughts just remind me, like, hey, I do have a purpose. You know, so let me align myself up with these numbers in my life, my natal chart, and figure things out, you know, so I can really get things going. Okay. But also this bird, you know, the power of this bird is to provide insight and a means of support and intention, and it's a sign of luck as well. All right. A lot of people, you know, think black cats, you know, bad luck. No. Cats put you on a whole nother magical realm. Okay. You know, so if you need to watch Men in Black again, please do so. But it is also associated with the archetype of the trickster, like I mentioned to you before. So be aware of deceiving appearances. People can hide behind these different persona: Christian, Jew, Muslim, Democrat, Republican, you know, doctor, lawyer. But how do these people make you really feel on the inside? Are they lifting you up, or they bring you down? Are they giving you good advice, or they giving you, you know, a little bit good advice, but most of it is making you come back for more, and they you know, pretty much turning you into a consumer. So something, you know, and that's what this crow represents. Okay, but if the crow has chosen you as a spirit or a totem animal, it supports you in your developing your power of sight, transformation, connecting with life magic, mama magic. And as we close, guys, the crow, in my experience, if I sum it up in just a few, you know, words, it's all about divine law, that wisdom, discernment, and you're getting this through experience, those ups and downs. And you're at a point in your life, you know, especially all these low-level clouds in our skies these days, right? Is you really, you know, destroying the deception and the illusion. You are piercing the veil, and you can see things for what they really are. Okay, but as we close, guys, the lips of wisdom are closed except to the ears of understanding, the Kabbalion. When the pupil is ready to receive the truth, then with this little book come to him or her, the Kabbalion, right? The law of attraction will bring lips and ear together, pupil and book in company. And when it comes to animal symbolism, guys, when it comes to these different, you know, stories, the animal are here to remind you, our ancestors, our, you know, angel spiritual team, right? They were, you know, they use these nature guides as symbols to remind us of our own moral of our story. I repeat, they're here, you know, as reminders for the moral of our own story upon our hero's journey. Okay, and the use of these symbolism, you know, maintain the connection between ourselves and nature, the natural world. In the same way, the stars in the heavens, right, in the higher heavens, you know, the animal guides can show us a deeper understanding and allow us to receive impressions when requesting insight and inner awareness without clouding our intuitive perception and our overall judgment. So with any of these nature guides, you know, or anything in life, we have this law or principle of polarity. You got a great side and a not so great side. So when these nature guides, or, you know, all of these symbolism that pop up in your life, you know, even especially with that numerology, okay, you know, there may be some things you need to work on, or some things you've been doing great at, and the universe is just giving you, you know, confirmation that, hey, either keep up the great work, or hey, you need to pick up the pace, player. Okay, but if I sum things up in the 5 things with the crow, you know, it's all about help with decisions and judgment, that discernment, really tapping into your critical thinking. When it comes to critical thinking, you gotta research. You know, Google, you know, can get you there, but you gotta crack open some of these books, or use other sources like DuckDuckGo. Okay, but use your critical thinking, tap into your inner awareness. Okay, and the crow is all about speak truth without fear, knowledge of self, defend your territory, and it's all about tenacity, tenacious, you know, going after what you want, know what you want, and being firm, okay? But avoid manipulation, because you got some people out there, they're very tricksters, and when you watch the news to see what they're not saying, okay, and investigate. So never believe the official story, and watch the news to see what they're not saying, okay? But as we close, it's all about overcoming self-doubt and the negative self-talk, So practice using, positive affirmations in your life, because you are great, you are divine, and you are here for a purpose and a mission, and it's up to you to figure out what these messages mean for you. Okay, but use these positive affirmations to really redirect the energy, frequency, and vibration in your life. It's going to work magic, because it's all about what? Alchemy again. Remember, making the best out of the worst. Every situation that comes up in your life is a learning experience. But remember, nobody is great in the beginning. Everybody starts, from somewhere. For prime example, you want to be a teacher, right? The first, after you finish college, the first day on the job, you didn't know everything that you need to know about being a teacher, right? It took a little time. Or being a coach, being a great coach on the football team, basketball team. Or you can apply this to anything, learning your ABCs. You're never great in the beginning. It comes through repetition, experience, and those ups and downs, making those mistakes, right? And then you become wise through the process. It's just that simple, okay? But at the end of the day, guys, share your knowledge and wisdom with people. It's time for us to help people to help themselves. Each and every one of us are our own leaders, but it's time for us to become a mentor as well. But it's all about balance. But be mindful of the different colors and times that you experience. All these different synchronistic, nature guide that pop up in our lives, because our spiritual team really want us to grow and win in life, because you are a winner. But what you have always accepted as instinct, or your conscience, or a unusual vivid dream, is nothing more than your spiritual team really just trying to get your attention and sending you messages all day, every day. But you have to be open to receive of the messages, okay, or to the messages. But as you get these new ideas that coming in with these new energies around us, as the planet Kundalini energies is really rising up, right? But write these things down, take action, and then as you take action, you're going to make some mistakes, okay? It's okay, but you're going to refine and repeat the process. You're going to find the sweet spot that works, okay? But you're going to keep tweaking it and doing it, and eventually over time you're going to get better, and then you're going to find more things that add into the flow of things, so you can make it even better. But have fun throughout the process, guys. But this had been all about the crow common nature guy symbolism. The ancestors really wanted me. They've been putting the pressure on me, like, hey, it's time to share this one, okay? But remember, Earth is a school, guys, and there is always more to know. Because once you think you know everything, you stop growing, and your brain doesn't build that neuroplasticity that it needs to really form these new brain cells, right? Because your brain is a muscle, so let's exercise this thing. All right. So our purpose and mission require learning a lot of life lessons and to gain experience and knowledge for our souls grow. Be sure to share your knowledge and wisdom with people along your path. Trust me, you'll be in that cause and effect, right? Because it's all about your intent. Okay, always coming from the heart, it makes a huge difference, guys. But trust your intuition. Your thoughts, belief, words, emotion, and actions always going to equal your reality and your results. As always, during this time frame, guys, keep your money in check. Learn about cryptocurrency. Learn about dividend stock, dollar cost averaging, monthly, weekly, daily. I promise you it will take you far. And Coinbase, if you check the description, I have a link. Coinbase will pay you just to learn about new crypto, okay? So that's up to you if you want to pass up on free money. But I'm here as a mentor and one of the ancient ones to help you learn and grow. But it is up to you to be open to receive to these messages. But this is Chris with Food for Your Thoughts. We'll be back with our next presentation, talking about the crane. But until then, be sure to click that like, subscribe button down below. I greatly appreciate each and every one of you. Until next time, stay grateful and focused, fam. Peace.